this infraction has to do with unpaid water bill. I want to find out whether you've been able to settle your arrears with regards to water bills.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The school has communicated this issue to the relevant authorities and submitted all required documents for payment. We are closely monitoring and following to ensure that the bills are paid.
How did you follow up? Did you write? Did you communicate verbally or written, or how did you follow up?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Normally, after receiving the bills, we forward it to the Free SHS Secretariat. So we write a note attached to the bills and we forward it to the Free SHS Secretariat.
GS, what is your response? Will this happen between this from 2023 January till now? So it's long overdue. We need to pay. You remember, as if we don't pay realistic electricity bills, we experience doing so, and nobody wants to experience doing so. So let's all pay our bills. It's so important. For ECG. In this case, it's ECG. So but I'm talking for them. We are sisters. What is your stake on this matter? Well, you are supposed to pay the bills. They said they've submitted and they've been following up. So let's hear from you why the bill is not settled.
Honorable member,
brothers,
this is water, not electricity.
Yeah, water.
Chair, just as Honorable has a sister agency, it's my sister agency, Free Senior High School, that I'll run to Honorable Benita to actually inform her about how Chair is taking this very seriously, particularly that my brother wants his sister agency to get the resources. Thank you, Chair.
This Ghana Water rather. So Ghana Water owes NEDCO a lot. So anytime we ask them to pay us, then they will say other agencies are also owing them. So it's been so difficult. The last time me and the board chairman were like, you know, we discussed this, and he's like, Honorable Cletus, people also owe Ghana Water a lot. So when they pay us, we also come and pay NEDCO bills. So Honorable Benito, Free Senior High Secretariat, should do the needful. Thank you. But
thank you, Chair.
Let's follow up seriously, Headmaster. Don't leave it to AG, the Deputy Director General. Follow up yourself. You can even go to Deputy Director General in Accra so that he will know that it's a serious matter. Otherwise, Ghana Water, if they cut the supply of water to the school, the students will be on you. So you need to take serious steps to ensure that the bill is paid. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Now, you have spoken as a board chairman of NEDCO. So they know you are helping them. All right. Sir, you are discharged. Let's call Islamic Girls, Suhum. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
I'm Sophia Salifu, Headmistress, Islamic Girls Senior High School.
Morrison Kwabena Eji, Accountant.
Okay, your infraction is on paragraph 289, and Honorable L.A. Akrugu will handle that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Welcome. Sanukudezua.
Sanukade.
So your infraction, steady leave without pay, but yet this workers or employees were paid. The first has to do with Eric Nyako, 2,900 odd, and then Emmanuel Obri, 13,000. What steps have you taken to recover these monies?
Thank you, Madam. There wasn't any study leave there. Eric Nyakon resigned. He was a kitchen staff. And then when he resigned, that very month, I didn't validate. I also wrote to the bank to embargo his salary. But unfortunately, the bank didn't take action, so the money went into it. And immediately, I called him on phone and he came. And he gave me a very flimsy excuse, so I quickly called the police commander to come and pick him up. He said he wasn't going to pay. And I asked him why. He said when he came, he served the government for over 5 years. He never received salary. That is why when the money came, he took it. So until government pays him that 5 years he owed before he received the letter, he wasn't going to pass. Okay. So you should have gone through a process to alert the government that he owed you when you were here as a worker. You can't leave before you ask government to pay you what he owed you over 10 years. So I asked the police commander to pick him up, and he sold his cow and paid.
Oh, he sold his cow?
Cow, yeah, he had a cow, so he
it.
sold it. I told them not to release him until he paid. He actually paid. And then, as for Emmanuel Aubry, he has to pay. Then, as for Emmanuel Aubry, he was a teacher. We vacated on August 24th that year. And he had marked his scripts and brought. In September, he came to fail all the reports. So it assumed that he was around, and I validated him for August, and then also in September. But then when we reopened in October, he didn't come. Then when we followed, we realized that he had not been around before we resumed. So it means he didn't deserve to take September. But for August, I can't say no. I think the auditors know up to 24th he's entitled to it. So I made my accountant to look for him, and we're told he had traveled. So I traced, and I was directed to his father-in-law. So I went and told the father-in-law that I needed to get in touch with him. So he was, Madam, so your wife would have benefited from the money. And so the man quickly now called him, and we took the contacts. And I told him to pay. So he told me the money was in his account. He was in US. I said, find a way to pay. He said he couldn't get access to it. And then I used my own ways and took it. So he's paid all.
Mr. Chair, this is the woman cane. I mean, woman power.
That's
when
my name.
Women are, that's your name, right?
That's how the students call me.
Yes, when women are given the chance to be in authority, things run well.
Yes.
Auditors, kindly confirm what she just said.
Honorable Chair, we can confirm what she has said. The amount has been settled. Thank you.
I need to disclose that I know Hajia, and she's helping me get one of my lands back. Hajia, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Hajia.
But I think I have a question. Auditors, on earned salaries, external, please, not GS auditor, external, on earned salary, is the employee supposed to pay gross or net?
It's gross minus the tax. All the others, they are supposed to refund because it's to their benefits. It's net to the benefit of the individual. It's only tax that we take out. Thank you.
So in our case, I think the employees have overpaid because they paid all the gross. Thank you. Then, Honorable Chair, I have a plea.
Yes.
Yes, so they've overpaid, that's all. I wanted the public to be aware. But I had to take it, but they have overpaid. I have a plea, Honorable Chair. Please, can you put Honorable Ms. Bao in charge of our Quran? Because we don't put anything on Quran, and it has been mixed up with some other documents. Thank you.
So you need a Quran, right?
No, we have to get a separate box to keep the Quran in and probably get a Muslim to distribute it because we perform ablution before touching it. I see that it has been mixed with some other documents. Thank you.
Aja, well, thank you very much. You are discharged.
Hajia, is it the Bible you called other documents?
Not only the Bible is equally holy, but then even the Quran, we don't put hadith books on it. Nothing is placed on the Quran except another Quran.
Hajia, we place all the Bibles and the Quran on the table. When you come, you pick it. They are instruments of work, and we use it as such. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the correction.
Hajia, special friend to the committee.
Now let's call Presbyterian SHTS, Latte. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
My name is Henrietta Nana Fusu Ayakwa, headmistress, Latte PSTS.
Please, Sam Roda Esiedua, the accountant of Presbyterian Senior High School, Latte.
All right, your first infraction is on paragraph 2.
I'm part of them. I'm Nicholas Edufianko.
Oh, you are part of them?
Yes, please.
I'm sorry. And what's the name?
Nicholas Edufianko.
All right.
Administrative officer.
Your first infraction is on paragraph 289. And Honorable Elliot Plema Gurugu will handle that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You're welcome. Presby STS Latte. Who is Clement Mensah?
Clement Okomensa used to be a teacher at Presbyterian Senior High Technical School, Latte.
So he vacated his post and then he still went ahead to pay. Can you tell us how it happened?
Thank you very much. Mr. Clement Okomensa was posted to Latte SHTS, and from February to September 2024, he was paid 29,766. Unfortunately, we didn't validate him because throughout those periods, his name was not on our voucher. So investigations revealed that he was being validated by NATOC at Amstead, the school where he came from, because he was just coming from study leave. So when this was discovered, because he was posted in our school, even though we didn't validate him, we were charged to make sure that he pays the money. So we sent the matter to Yoko to help us. So as we speak, we've been able to make him pay about 21,000. He's left with about 8,000 to pay. As at yesterday, we made calls to Yoko. They invited him. So they are still on it to make sure that the rest is paid.
How long has it been with you in your school at the Presby? How long now?
He was in the school in less than 3 months.
Okay, so it means you've really done well to retrieve that amount. Were you able to update the auditors?
Yes, please.
So when are we going to, are we expecting the rest of the monies?
The rest of the money, we will get the feedback from Yoko as and when he pays. But per our records, the last time he paid was 25th November 2025.
I think you are stressing yourself. You pay him. So you just take it straight from his salary. You don't need to go through all the stress. Or it can be done that way.
He's in a new school. He's not in our school anymore.
I thought he said he left the previous school to your place. But he's left your place again.
Yes, he left.
Wow. Auditors, confirm the amount that has been paid.
Honorable Chair, a total of 21,000 out of the amount has been paid, leaving a balance of 8,766.64.
So have you alerted the school he's in now?
Yes, please. We've talked to the headmaster, and he's also helping us.
Thank you. That's all for now, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, with respect, Madam, for the period of February to September 2024, he was in your school, teaching in your school, right?
No, he was not teaching in our school.
The period that he was paid on end salary, he was not teaching in your school.
No, he was.
Where was he?
He vacated his post, so we're not even able to let his name come on our payment voucher, and he vacated post. But then when during head count this came out, then we also started looking for him. Luckily, he was still in the country, so we were able to get him.
So he's still in the country?
He's around.
Is he teaching somewhere else?
Yes, please.
Where?
Presbyterian Senior High Technical School, Krabwa,
Kota. Yes, please. So how did he vacate your post and still ended up in the Ghana Education Service teaching?
I can't tell.
You can't tell?
Yes, please.
Or is it that he sought for transfer and he was granted when he came to your school?
The administrator can talk into that one because I just took over from the school.
Okay. Madam Chair, please, he wasn't given any transfer. He only vacated post, and that's all we know. So it was after the audit and searching for him that we realized he is now in a different school.
But that is quite curious, very curious, because I'm surprised that he spent 3 months in your school, just 3 months, and he left and was still being validated. So in the 3 months, which other institution was validating him?
NATOC. He was being validated by NATOC.
NATOC?
Yes. That's on campus.
Or he was on study leave, so the association for which he joins when he's on study leave in the universities, they validate that person. So when he came, how long does it take for a person to be brought onto your pay slip for validation when the person is brought to your school? For instance, when after study leave and he came to your institution, how long would it take for that person's name to reflect on your payroll for validation?
Hopefully about 3 months.
Madam, you are just ending at when he left so that it will not become an issue for you. Yes, that's why we are saying 3 months, so that it doesn't become an issue for you.
I don't intend to cut into my brother's conversation, but it's 3 months. The auditors, that's the leeway, and we have a challenge. But you were saying it's curious. It's because the name had not moved from the university, and so he left. So they appropriately call it vacation of post, but he actually left them because he had not properly been assigned to the school once his name had not moved to the management unit. So while he was with them, he was working to go to another school and then work for the name to go there. In fact, if the name even goes off and you want to reactivate it, where you are moving from, it will have to go back to that place before they will now send it to your new place. So he knew while he was in their school, he was looking for an alternative, whether for a reason that is no good, or he had a good reason. That one I can't tell. But that's how come he worked. He was working using documents to now move to the school that he is, because that name hadn't reached their school. That's what happened.
But Director, how come some people will suffer, and then so many years they don't get into the pay slip when they are inactivated?
Well, I think Chair has directed for you to have good time, but the challenge is between Ghana Education Service. The whole process of the staff, him or herself, providing necessary documentation timeously, then from school level through district, municipal, or metro level to regional level for onward coverage to Director General. And when it comes to Director General, he will also complete the process and now let the HR unit submit to controller. So any challenge along any of these situations will cause a problem. And so that is how it's structured. So it doesn't end at Ghana Education Service. And where Chairperson was worried was even where there's so much delay between these units, up to between GS and controller, and it gets to 12 months. Beyond 12 months, the issue complicates. It moves to overdue, and overdue will mean that even GS can no longer do it unless you add another ministry, which is Ministry of Finance, to give clearance before such a person can go into the system again. Thank you.
Okay, Madam, your next infraction is on paragraph 297, and Honorable Nasser will take care of that one.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Good morning, Madam.
Good morning, sir.
Please, you have an uncompleted Get Fund project. Get Fund and Middle Belt Authority. So I want to find out from you, has that one been completed, the Get Fund ones?
Thank you, sir. Please, it has not been completed. The girls' dormitory is supposed to be 2-story. They completed the ground floor, and it was left with the other floor. And so several letters were written, and so
written to Get Fund through our directors. And so last month, a team from the ministry visited the school to have first-hand information on the store projects. After they left, the week after they left, the contractor came on site, and as we speak, they are working on the rest of the dormitory block. For the boys' dormitory, when they started, there was litigation at where they positioned it. And because of that, the contractor also left. But all those things, we made the report to the team that came, and so they are following it, and we hope that we'll get to where we want.
Madam, if I heard you right, litigation between
the owners of the land, because that land was given to us by the Kwapim North Assembly, and I learned search made on it revealed that portions belong to individuals,
And so we have written letters to the assembly, and they've written back to us that they are talking with the families involved. And so they have taken the matter up, and we are hoping that very soon we'll get the land back.
You see what happens when you don't have a site plan. You don't know where your school's boundaries are. You can't even build a boys' dormitory.
Sir, please, our school, we have the old site and the new site. Where the school currently is the old site. And so we have grown in numbers, and we need to move to a different place. And that is where we are having these challenges. So we hope to overcome very soon.
Get Fund is here. Question him about
Get Fund
properties.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Yeah, Get Fund, we can confirm that the two projects are actually uncompleted. Both are dormitory blocks. Earlier this year in February, Get Fund gave clearance for the review of the girls' dormitory because that one was at an advanced stage of completion. So we are very hopeful that sooner, as the contractor has moved back to site, as she confirmed, that project will be completed. For the boys' dormitory, because it's at the foundation level, and earlier we had picked intelligence that there were litigations, as she has claimed. So we have slated that for the completion during the phase 2. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Madam, Get Fund can only go onto the land when it is litigation free. So whatever it says that you have to do with the assembly and whoever, like, you have to contact. You have to do that before Get Fund can come in, because we cannot sink public funds in when there's litigation and then it becomes difficult for students to utilize the facility. So please look at this before Get Fund can come in to complete.
Okay, we'll do so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Madam, so immediately after the litigation, see if you can wall your premises so that people will not encroach on the land again.
Yes, sir.
All right. The next infraction is about the construction of a 4-unit single-room self-contained. The auditors couldn't get the contractor. Contractor is unknown, start date is unknown, completion date is unknown. It's reached the roofing stage. It's been roofed.
Yes, it's been roofed.
And you don't know the contractor?
Documents available to us is a Middle Belt project. Middle Belt Development Authority, yes. That's the information we have. It's a legacy project.
So you were not copied in any of the contracts between Middle Belt and the contractor?
That one the administrator can speak to it.
Madam Chair, please. We don't have any letter to that effect. What we have in our records, it's a Middle Belt project, and they were executing it. Periodically, we write to Middle Belt, the regional office, Koforidua. We write to them to give them update until the project became abandoned. Then later on, when we went to them, they informed us that they are revealing their project, because as at the time the project was awarded, the amount involved has changed. So they are now reviewing all their projects so that they will come back.
Thank you. Chairman, I think you have to invite the Middle Belt Authority.
Middle Belt Development Authority, does it still exist?
No. Mr. Chair, when we went to the office, the regional director told us they've now merged it into the, I think, local government or something. That's what the director told us.
Yeah. So find out from local government.
So please, we wrote to the MC, he wrote to the MC to also assist us in adding it to maybe his legacy project.
See, this building has been roofed.
Yes, please.
So it wouldn't take long, or it shouldn't take much for it to be completed. Okay. Madam, your next infraction is on paragraph 301, and Honorable Duke will handle that one.
Madam,
I'm sorry.
The auditors cited you for failure to obtain title deeds for your school lands. We have since learned that you have 2 sites. The size of land was 30.30 acres. Is this in reference to the old site or the new site?
Please, the new site.
When did you establish the new site?
The new site was established in 2025. Yes. New classroom block and new dormitory blocks were built for us, and students were moved there in 2025.
GS, did you secure documentation before you put in that investment at the new site?
You see, head of the school, do you have a site plan of the new site?
Yes, please.
You do?
Yes, I do.
And is that where you are having the issue with the boys' dorm?
Yes, please. It's not the whole land that has been encroached, but portions. So individuals within the whole portion, few of them. So,
but you can't have individuals having portions of your school.
yes, that's why they are still talking.
You see, very soon, your school will be used as Abuakwa car station. You see, we tried to tell you that get a title to the land so that you can kick these encroachers out. But GES and then the schools, most of you don't care about it. Very soon, the people will drive you out of the school. GS, what are we doing?
Chair, we are in for the guidance of the committee, but my understanding is that the school funds, you have recurrent, you have perishable, and you have your lines. So it is a situation where you have your honorable members coming in to support, the assembly coming in to support, that you can find those who are able to secure these lands for the school. And I mean, seriously speaking, I've been thinking that if there is a way the committee can help us so that the assemblies, once a school is set up, because the Ghana Education Service itself is not mandated to provide funding for securing the lands of the schools. And so we are in it together, Chair. So we are for your guidance.
GS, you are in every region, and some of the assemblies have lands department located there. But I think if you do it on a regional basis, you compile the schools, the lands, everything else. You can go and see the Regional Lands Commission. GES, you do that, you go to the Regional Lands Commission. You tell them this is the issue that we have. Yes, you may do it at a cost. But then the assemblies, you talk to the assemblies, though. Very soon your school will be a girls' school, then you will see. So, GES, please help us out.
Mr. Chairman, we've taken note to discuss with DG for us to discuss with Minister to get
Yes,
a way out.
on regional basis. All right, thank you. Madam, you are discharged.
Thank you.
Let's call Akuse, Methodist SHTS. Introduce yourselves to the committee, please.
Christiana Frimpong, Headmistress of Akuse Methodist Senior High Technical School.
Stephen Wetty, Accountant.
Okay, your infraction is on paragraph 285, and Honorable Cletus will handle that.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, it's about utility bills, electricity bills. You owe electricity company 125,000 plus. Why is the money not paid?
Thank you very much, sir. The amount owed was 123,000 plus and not 125,000. Please, I heard 125, but what is quoted here is 123,000. I must say there were no funds to pay the debt as at that time, but early February, monies were released, so that bill has been taken care of.
All right.
Just go. Can you confirm or otherwise?
We have receipts to that effect.
Honorable Chair, we are yet to be updated with the evidence of payment.
Do you have the receipts here?
Yes, sir.
But you didn't give it to your auditor?
Give to the auditors. You didn't
at
do
the
that.
time.
We related the information to them.
I'm sure. When did you pay? When did you pay? The receipt?
February.
Huh?
February this year.
So how come you didn't? Okay, February this year. When you should have reached out to the auditors, particularly your original auditor.
He's in the known place. Yeah.
That's the internal auditor.
Okay. Update the auditors on it, and I'm sure when the auditors come on the next visit, they will update us on it also.
Thank you, Headmistress, for doing the needful.
All right, you are discharged. Let's call
Thank you very much for hearing.
Asesewa SHS. Introduce yourself to the committee, please.
My name is Nate Jinyame Ben, the headmaster at Asesewa Senior High School.
I am Nate Peter Yao, accountant.
Okay. The same infraction, and Honorable Cletus, collect your money.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, you owe ECG 259,814 Ghana cedis, 44 pesos. Between 2023 and 2024, why have you paid the money? Have you paid?
Please, no.
Thank you very much. Please, we've written a lot of correspondences to our officers in charge to take care of the payment.
Yeah, the Deputy Director General, I think with regards to these things, the next time we need the Free Senior Secretariat, either the woman or
any of her deputies. She has two deputies.
Yes, or any of them to be present. I think it's so important. If not, this issue keep on coming, then we defer to you and you are not able to provide the answers that we need. So next time, we need them to be around. But please, take steps so that it doesn't appear again in the next audit report. Thank you.
Thank you very
The
much.
truth of the matter is that if you don't pay an ECG cut electricity, you, the headmaster, you will be hot. They will look at it that you are not effective. So we should take steps to do that. It's for your own good. That's why you are the administrator and the head of the school. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you are discharged.
Please, I have one plea.
What is your plea?
We are having uncompleted dining hall complex. And now that Get Fund is here, we've written several letters. And if
uncompleted building out there, several. How many of them?
One.
Oh, one. Yes. And what is it? Dining hall?
Yes, complete.
You haven't paid your electricity bill you are looking for. Dining hall. It's Get Fund over here.
Honorable, well noted. I'll have a look at it.
Yeah, please follow up with them. That is the reason why they haven't paid their electricity bill. So help them. You are discharged. Abuakwa State College, Kiwi. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairman. My name is Eric Hansen, Ajay Sapon, Headmaster.
Yes, sir.
I am Jonathan Sambederi, the accountant.
Your infraction is on paragraph 297, and Honorable Nasser will handle that one.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. It's the same infraction about abandoned projects at Abu School. Construction of boys' dormitory block. It got to the roofing stage. What's the status now, Headmaster?
Thank you very much, sir. There hasn't been any changes since the observation was made.
Okay. Headmaster, what about the construction of the library block?
Honorable Chairman, I think that almost all, in fact, all the projects cited in the audit report have not changed status since.
All right. Thank you very much. Get Fund.
Yeah, Get Fund. Look, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 projects. And about 4 of them, they haven't started anything. What are we doing, Get Fund? Why would we start? Most of these were 2020, 2021. We gave them 8 projects and we haven't done anything about them.
Yes, Honorable Chair, it's true that we have, it's actually more than 8 projects at Abuakwa State College. The contractors, they worked for a while and a number got to the roofing stage. They abandoned the projects, claiming that they needed price review. So in February this year, out of the 8 projects reported, 7 has been cleared for review. So we actually expected the contractors to be back on site as at now. The only one that was not approved for review, and we're considering that in the phase 2, is the rehabilitation of the staff bungalows. In fact, the reasons they gave for wanting a review were not justified to us because a contractor with a capacity should be able to complete the rehabilitation of a bungalow. You don't have to take 2 years to rehabilitate a single bungalow. So coming back asking for a price review did not make sense to us. So out of the 8, 7 I can confirm we've given clearance, and we expect contractors with capacity to be able to go back and complete the works. So headmaster, if they have not reported, we need to get in touch with the employer, the Regional Coordinating Council, to have a look at the capacity of these contractors.
But you are the one funding all these.
Yes, we fund, but we don't employ the contractors.
I know, but then if the contractors are not performing.
Yes, so if they are not performing, what we can do is probably to halt funding and ask the employer to have a real look at who should be given this job. And that is why I gave the indication that the rehabilitation of the staff bungalows, when they asked that the price should be reviewed, we did not consider that because it didn't make sense to us.
Now, when you give these, when you go through RCC to give these contracts out,
yes.
Do we tell the headmasters, I mean, are they informed of all these contracts?
Yes, headmasters should be informed. Maybe you can respond to that.
No, say it one more time. We are speaking English here.
Yes, yes.
Are they informed?
Yes, they are informed.
You see, earlier on you said they are supposed to be, or they should be, but nobody is informing them.
For Abuakwa State, I can confirm that he is much informed about these contracts.
Master, it's not easy being a head of a school. Then you have to worry about all these abandoned buildings. Yes, sir.
Honorable Chair.
Yes, yes, please.
Respectfully. Yes, this project, indeed, there have been a number of follow-ups, and I'm struggling to appreciate what my brother Victor is saying, that 7 have been cleared. Because in March, I was there, and it appears some of them, they asked them to bring costs to complete, and they cleared them. But the staff bungalows in question, there were 20 in number. Only 7 have been worked on. And the same contractor was responsible for the renovation of 5 number dormitory blocks. He did the first one, which was involved, a lot of modifications were made. And his challenge, as he kept telling us, was the non-payment. And that was why, indeed, as we speak, since 2023, half of the building was partly roofed and part not. So anytime it rains, water gets into the facility. Some of the bungalows have grown trees. And because we handed them over to the consultant, we were unable to go to the site. And I have visited there several times. The last letter I wrote was on 30th of this month. And I visited FPMU on that. And so it's quite troubling to have, and again, a dormitory block had a deflection in the upper floor, and so students were forced to be evacuated. That was January 2023. And so it brings up the issue of congestion in the boarding houses. My respected request, or the request that I put across this morning, if you permit, is that if they can fast-track the process so that we can have a very good tone in the school to produce good citizens who will have very positive mindset to work for the country. Thank you.
So, Gefan, what do you say to the plea out here?
Plea well noted. As I indicated, when it comes to implementation on the ground, GetFund is limited. Limited in the sense that as we do not employ these contractors, we are not a consultant, we are not the RCC that can take somebody's job away. We have a limitation. So we'll liaise with the regional minister, we'll liaise with the Minister of Education, the Funds and Procurement Management Unit, who are directly managing these projects, to see why approvals that we gave in February this year for the review of these jobs. And actually we indicated in our approval that the entities have the mandate to re-award these projects to contractors if they felt that the old contractors cannot deliver. So we've given that free will to the procuring entities to do that. But from what Headmaster is saying, is like our financial clearance for review, they have not yet taken action. In fact, you could hear from the other head that contractors have come back and they are delivering. As to why Abuakwa State College contractors haven't reported, we need to investigate. The only one I can say we are still reviewing to approve is the rehabilitation of the staff bungalows. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so you know the saying that he who pays the piper calls the tune. You have given the funding to the RCC. Now you need to put a little bit of fire on their rear end and ask them, hey, we're giving you the funding. How come you haven't done these? You know, I think you need to have the school out. 8 projects.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman,
yes,
if
sir.
I may, finally, respectfully, that in fact this is a burden on the hearts of most of the heads of schools who benefit from such projects.
Yes.
My thinking was that as a user agency and a beneficiary agency, we should know the details of the contract, not in respect of the BOQ.
Yes.
We are not interested in that. And so if a door is supposed to be provided, may I know whether it's a glass door or a wooden door? If it's a wooden door, what type?
Yes.
And so we don't have the details of those things. You complain and it is like the consultant and the contractors are doing you a favor. And so if you can give a ruling so that they give us at least the contract, the details, how many of these must be provided, how many of these must be provided, and in what form, then that can guide us in monitoring it and supervising it. Thank you very much, sir.
Get fund. When you give the funding to the RCCs, you need to instruct them that they need to share with the headmasters or the heads of the institutions what project they are coming to do at their school. And I think that would help.
Yes, Honorable Chair, thank you very much. His concern is actually well noted. It cuts across the country. Actually, within the last 3 years, the GET Fund transformed. The projects department was rechristened into projects monitoring and evaluation.
Okay.
And that also came along with the establishment of zonal offices. So as we speak, we have a GET Fund office in Tamale, we have one in Kumasi. So these monitoring officers are expected to be in touch with the various heads of institutions. So when they come around, Mr. Headmaster and all headmasters around, when they come around, take this opportunity to engage them to answer all your questions relating to the projects that we are sponsoring. We need to be in touch with you. As we are paying, we need to get value for every CD. So whenever you see a GET Fund officer on your campus, take the opportunity to find out every detail about the projects that we are sponsoring. We should be able to provide you the details. Thank you very much.
Headmaster, does that help you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We are grateful.
Yes. It needs, most of the people, when they come here, abandon projects. They're careless because they don't know. And some of them, I mean, delayed for 10 years, 15 years, MYN. Head, sir. All right.
Chairman, we are very grateful to you.
Yes, sir.
And as Victor mentioned, it's the burden on the hearts of almost headmasters across the country.
Yes.
And we wish that these words, indeed, Victor will attest that in my instance, there was a meeting that was called at the ministry, and these same assurances were given to us for review, and that we should go and the contractors should come to site. And they said they needed commitment letters from the employers before they can do. And so, indeed, as he mentioned in February, I was there. They told me that they were going to come in 2 days, and they haven't been there. We are in May.
So when should he expect the contractors to go?
As for that, it is not within GET Fund's mandate to dictate a contractor to go back to SAP, but we'll liaise with the
liaise with the RCC.
Yeah, the RCC, and then otherwise we threaten that we will withdraw the funding because other schools are actually in need of these projects. In fact,
Yes.
if you go across the country, some which they have just a single Get Fund project. For us to give you 8, and for the past years, we are not getting results. It also goes not in our favor as Get Fund. We want to get results. So I think maybe going forward, Get Fund will have to take some steps to say that if we give you funding, it's not in perpetuity. If you are not able to deliver, the respective regional coordinating councils, we may have to withdraw the funding.
No, instead of withdrawing the funding, maybe, I'm just saying, maybe the problem is at the RCC.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, yeah, that RCC will have to take the responsibility then.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Headmaster.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
I'm not so sure if I got him. If it is the case that if the work is not executed and the school or the institutions will suffer the consequence, then I think that we have a problem because assessments were done before the contracts were awarded.
Yes.
So if somebody is not executing, let's
Yes.
give it to the one who will execute.
Exactly.
Not to punish the institution.
Yes.
Thank you.
That was what I was suggesting to him, that the problem is at the RCC. And if you don't have somebody over there performing, then let's make sure they get somebody who will do the work. 8 projects. All right. Headmaster, thank you very much. You are discharged.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Now let's go Yellow Krobo. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Next, Alpha Lotto Draw.